What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And we're back with another episode of Tangled Law. Now, guys, in the last episode, we found out that River initially wasn't going to take our case. He was like, no, this is a simple, boring case. I've seen these a dozen times. There's no need for this. I'm not going to take the case. So our girl, Miss... not Florence. Oh my gosh, I'm thinking of my sweet mistake. Alyssa. Our girl, Miss Alyssa, was like, I don't know what to do. I'm out of options. Somebody help me, please. So then she went to, she got a call from her brother, and he's like, listen, I don't know why he won't take it. There's so many reasons why he should. But we'll figure something out. She goes home. Turns out River is there, and he's like, I will take the case. So come to find out, River's going to take the case, but he find out that, if you guys remember in the episode before that, our brother was like, listen, if you don't take the case, just drop our name, Dropping our name would probably persuade him more, which he finds out who we are by a coworker of his, and he's like, this could be the biggest case you ever had. Like, why would you not take this case? And he also found out that Reese Brown, who is our husband, doesn't exist. There's no such person. There's no identity. There's no information. Like, who are you? So she talks to him, investigates him for a little bit, and then they go to the jail and talk to the husband. During the talking, he's like, Alyssa, leave the room. And she's like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean? Or he asked her to leave the room so they could talk alone, which made her really anxious, really nervous about what could possibly be said. She's like, I don't like this. What can he not say in front of me? Was he not being honest? Like, what is going on? Which keeps us to right where we are today, where River has to tell us something. So let's just jump in and see what is the tea, guys. I hate to tell you this, Alyssa, but I can't tell you about what your husband and I discussed. Why? What we spoke about has to remain confidential. Confidential? But Reese wouldn't mind if I knew. I'm sorry, but you're not going to change my mind on this. If I ask you to testify in court, you could end up damaging your husband's case. I would never do anything to jeopardize my husband's case. Heard that before. Look. Are you implying that there's something I don't know about? Is there something Grace isn't telling me? I'm starting to think you're going to be more for me to handle than the case. I was just trying to cooperate with you, Mr. Williams. Is that so? Are you still going to tell me there's nothing I can do? I've really got my hands full with you. File for an application for spousal privilege, huh? As you and Mr. Brown are currently married, if you apply for spousal privilege, you can refuse to testify in court. Meaning any communication you have with him while married will remain confidential. You might be asked to give a statement and the prosecution will try to catch you out, but I will step in and stop you from saying anything you might regret. I don't know whether I should be offended or grateful. Just trying to cooperate with you, Alyssa. He got you there, girl. He got you there. Anyway, with his bail hearing coming up in a few days, there's something I'd like to discuss with you. Are you free to come to my office tomorrow afternoon? If it'll help Reese, I'll be there. See you then. Make sure you get some rest, Alyssa. Oh, girl, not everybody waiting in the kitchen for us. Hate that. What are you guys doing here? We were worried, girl. Thank God we had a spare key. Oh, nothing broke down. Oh, sweet. Tell us what we can do. We'll do anything for you. Honestly, I don't even know what to do. Everything is such a mess. So I told him everything that had happened over the past few days, from Reese being arrested to the poor victim Vanessa Block. I even told my best friends about our joint bank account and the missing money. Needless to say, they were just as shocked as I was. Last but not least, I told him about our lawyer, River Williams. All I could do was complain about him. He really irritated me. From the moment we met to the situation in prison earlier, and he said he just couldn't tell me. I hate to tell you this, Alyssa. He could have told me everything if he wanted to. I'm Reese's wife, for God's sakes. He sounds like a total jerk. First, he rejects you. You were literally begging him to take the case, and then suddenly shows up and changes his mind and is finally willing to represent Reese, and now he doesn't want to tell you shit? Don't you think that sounds kind of fishy? No, he's a lawyer. No, he's a lawyer. Well, to be honest, he isn't that bad. I guess he's just doing his job and being a good lawyer to Reese. I guess I overreacted a bit. At this point, I give him the benefit of the doubt. You said it yourself, his reputation speaks for himself. Yeah, maybe Zoe's right. At this point, I don't know what to think anymore. Sometimes I just hope I'm gonna wake up from this nightmare, which is what my life is right now. I need some rest. The next few days are going to be rough. Later that evening, this case is giving me a headache already. Alyssa's face, though, when I said I couldn't tell her anything after interrogating her picture perfect husband. Oh, fuck. I never take work home, so I know. I just can't get the image of Alyssa's disappointed face out of my mind. So my fault her husband's... Why do I even bother? Snap out of it, River. Let's see what I can do for this upcoming trial. There isn't much to do anyway for the bail hearings in 2 days. My Miss River Williams. You know what people tend to say if anyone calls you this late? Hit shim in a booty call, y'all. Funny. I'm sorry for the late call, Sarah, but relax. I'm just kidding. Not. What can I do for you? I was just thinking it's time to prepare the Brown trial. Already? They were thinking about the Brown case at 10 p.m. Yeah, if only I had an explanation for myself, even for myself. So what? I need to get all the evidence. CCTV footage of the crime scene, every single police report, and... The next morning, today I had an appointment with River. We could discuss everything I needed to know for tomorrow's bail hearing. Time to get ready. Bow, what we got? The yellow's cute. I was gonna say the dun was like where her legs are, and I was gonna say, girl, what happened to her legs? The dress is very cute, and the romper is also cute. I think we're gonna go with the dress. Because once again, it flows so well with the hair. We're going to keep our color or lighten it up. I think we'll keep our color. Because it does suit her very well. You know what? Let's change her hair. Do we want to straighten it? Or what do we want to do? Wavy? Beach waves, parted, bangs, curls. You know what, we'll do the braid because she looks cute. Johnson and Partners. I don't know why I can't read today, guys. No, I mean, in all honesty, what's the matter with that Reese guy? I can't remember the last time we had a case full of so many unanswered questions. There isn't one thing that makes sense when it comes to him. Well, damn. Thank you, Sarah. That'll be all for today. Huh? River, what are you even talking about? Alyssa, thanks for coming over. He isn't talking about the Alyssa Brown, is it? Yep, totally her. Your assistant said I could just walk in, but I'm clearly interrupting something. Not at all. Miss Munoz was about to leave. Actually, since you're already here, I'd like to ask you some questions, if that's okay with you. Is she for real? Didn't you notice I overheard everything she just said about my husband? And you are? Sarah Munoz, private investigator for your husband's case. There are some things which are, Sarah, that's enough. We'll talk later. Of course. Miss Brown. Well, she's a little nosy, don't you think? Guess it's up to me to start the conversation. Would you like to grab coffee and talk about tomorrow? I know he was giving me an olive branch here, but at that moment I just didn't care. I was mad. Although it wasn't him who said those things about Reese, the furious look that PI had got from Rivers spoke for itself. He stood up for me, stopping her asking me questions I probably would have felt uncomfortable with. Don't worry, we can also just talk here instead. Guess I deserve that. So basically you're telling me that tomorrow the judge might decide against his bail. And I'm also responsible for choosing a decent outfit for Reese. Unfortunately, your husband is seen as high risk. I doubt any judge in New York would set bail for him. Melissa, you being born Moretti does complicate a few things. Besides the amount of Mr. Brown's bail, your father is known for his connections worldwide. This surname does more harm than good. What if I choose the wrong outfit? Don't stress about it. As long as it's something smart, it could help convince the judge that he's not a threat. Glasses might help too, to look more intelligent. What? I bet she hasn't slept in days. Oh, the bags on her eyes. Yeah, our girl tired. She look a mess. You won't be able to do anything if you're exhausted. I'm fine. Besides, this is important. The last thing I want for you is to collapse tomorrow. Should I call you a taxi? I'm fine. I can drive. Let me at least walk you to your car. Okay. Strange how River shows that he was worried about me and made me feel just a little bit better inside. Meanwhile, enjoy your last meal. So much for keeping my head down. I think I put off my food now anyway, so feel free to finish it. You look hungry. Ooh. Fresh meat should know when to talk and when to listen. I know who you are, Reese. I didn't know I had fans. Shut up, you'll be eating your tea for dinner. I say we go at it, boss. I could do with letting off some steam. Oh, he getting jumped. Why are there no guards? No one's around to save. No one's gonna save you around here. Although that pretty little wife of yours seems to be working real hard. What did you just say? She's a Moretti, right? Alyssa Moretti? Keep calm, Reese. One fight and you can wave goodbye to Belle. I'm betting on her cute ass that's went swimming in cash. Say that again, I'll rip your tongue out. You want to know what else? I'm betting on Reese. That if I make a few calls, I can get someone to pay a visit while she's fast asleep and... Girl, not the man in the background. I'm dead. He getting jumped. How are you feeling? Like I'm gonna vomit. Have faces. I'm sure he'll make bail. Don't get my hopes up, Luca. It will only crush my heart even more if the judge says no. I know this hasn't been easy, but we're all behind you. Even Armani. And you have one of the best defense lawyers in New York City. He knows what he's doing. I'll give him that. Seems like you two are getting on just fine. Like a house on fire. I was looking for advice. Get an early night. You know what? We'll listen to Reese. And get an early night. Lost a loyalty point, but I'm gonna try and get some sleep now. Even River's worried about me. Thanks for reassuring me. Anytime, sis. Call me in the morning if you need to. Those words. I'm already butchering the English ones. I'm not even going to try to butcher those. The following day, time to pick out the perfect outfit for Reese. Let's see what we got here. Giving her cute. Too casual. We like this one. Do you want Reese to wear glasses? Yes. It'll give him very intelligent. I really hope I made the right choice. Oh, I thought we were done. I was about to say, girl. River, +1. She listened to my advice and made a good outfit choice. Love you, River. I'll give it to Alyssa for the glasses. Oh, and we got a loyalty point black. Boom. Helps to have the bruises on his face, too. Oh. Oh, our Judge Q. Come on, Judge. Calling the case of the people of the state of New York versus Reese Brown. This is a petition for relief on the question of bail, correct? Yes, Your Honor. Would both sides announce themselves for the record, please? John Doe, ready for the people, Your Honor. River Williams, ready for the defense, Your Honor. Mr. Williams, is all the information you want me to consider included in this application? Yes, Your Honor. Might I also add that Mr. Moretti is a married man and an upstanding member of the community. As he has no family or no assets outside of New York, the risk of flight is low. Your Honor, the defendant owns a passport. So do a lot of people. Period. Idiot. The bail package includes a $2 million bond, daylight robbery. The bond that will also be secured by cash and property worth $1.5 million. Mr. Brown will be on house arrest with an electric bracelet and has a global tracking system with permission to leave only when with an FBI agent. Ooh, that was so hard to say. That was a lot of W's. His wife also agreed to hand in her passport to the court. Girl, shut up. Shh. That's all, Your Honor. I mean, we know she didn't, but... Mr. Doe, is there anything you would like to add? Yes, Your Honor. Having reviewed footage of the murder, it is my understanding that Mr. Brown fled from the scene at the victim was shot. CCTV also revealed that another person who is yet to be identified was in the car with Mr. Brown when the shots were fired. What? Given the strength of the case and the facts, Mr. Brown should not be granted bail. He has an accomplice. Granting bail would increase the risk of flight and reoffering. Is there anything else I can say to help convince the judge? Unlike the special scene, period. River's going to try and persuade the judge some more. Period. Your Honor, if I could just make another point. Go ahead. There are still a lot of details we don't know about the investigation. And I don't know anyone in the community that would agree that Mr. Brown is a danger to the public. Mr. Brown also recognizes that his best hope of being reunited with his family is to cooperate, which eliminates the risk of going against court demands. While the charges are pending, I ask Your Honor to value what we all value, which is freedom, and allow the trial to determine whether Mr. Brown is guilty or not. That's our lawyer, baby. If there is a higher being out there, please listen to me this once and grant Reese bail. Bail denied. Bail is not granted in this case on the grounds for believing that Mr. Brown will commit further offenses. The decision is based on the nature and seriousness of the alleged offense and risk of contact with an unidentified accomplice. What? Bail denied. Like I said, I didn't know if it was actually going to be denied or not, but the fact that his ass is fighting wasn't looking very promising. Our girlfriend have a panic attack. We won't read the exclusive scene. We'll find it out eventually, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, guys, that is all that I have for you today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more, of course. And yeah, I shall see you guys in the next video.